Good morning. How's it going? All right. I think I got everything. And all right. So we're doing a part two of structures today, and we're going to begin in you know, in a structure that I built. But this is the all right. I guess here we go. There. I've done it. I finally fulfilled my goal of flying off of the oh shuttle deck of the Enterprise. Mission accomplished. Ooh, that this has actually got quite a good boost to it. I'm beginning to like the shuttle. The more I tweak it. But here we go. So, yesterday, I started off with a circle. And, well, I decided that I was going to go ahead and kind of build back the entire thing. So, this is what I managed to get. Not just one circle, but once the circle was set, the rest of this was like pretty easy. It was just a matter of figuring out how far back we were going to go and then just figuring out some of the spacing. Now, with as it becomes a tube, you have to be aware that some things just aren't going to work anymore. The spacing is going to be different. So, in some cases, as I move backward, I used threes, so the sixes here instead of fours. Sixes interspaced. But then I came across the biggest challenge because I mean it works. It technically works. It's a nice looking tube, um, but there was no actual flat space. I had to go to the ground and build up from the ground to find the level space again. It just does not exist um, natively in here. And that's when I began to realize there are some other problems. With the biggest problem, about even more than the flat space, was that there's no proper side that is the same on both sides. It is oh my god, symmetry. It needs symmetry. So I wasn't about to destroy this whole thing. I mean, this is a great experiment. So I went and built another one. Oh, I could totally clone it. I'm gonna have to experiment with that one too. But this is what I ended up with. I actually started with a six. Hey, Wounded Paws. Hey, Rooster. Good. Okay, let me just say hello to everybody. Hey, Dirty. Hey, Mr. Black. Rooster. Good to see you. And now we have Wounded Paws. So good morning, everybody. Good morning. So my whole thing about this morning's build is that building a circle is good and fine, and I've shown you how you can go ahead and you can build a circle, but in most cases we aren't actually looking to build a circle. We're looking to have circular pieces incorporated into some of the designs. So for something like the Starship Enterprise, I wasn't looking to make this a gigantic tube. It needed to have tubular elements in some places. So with this, we needed to have the round piece. So what I did was, instead of focusing so much on the circle, which we know ends up with a two stud space, and it's not symmetrical on both sides. The idea was to work with symmetry first. So you can literally place down any length or width area here, and according to the size of cone that you want, sorry, tube that you want, let's say you want 8 or you want a, this is, I determined this is going to be best suited as a 6. So with the 6 pieces, I established where the side was going to be, how high it was going to come, and then started with the sides set, with these guys, of course. I now know where everything else is going to be. So I have my sides. So this is going to be symmetry, and all I had to do was bring the the sides up as the cone comes up to meet in the middle. And there we go. We have our space in the middle. That's always happening. And then it was just a matter of trying to fill this in and to make it line up with the rest of it. So it's a little bit more of thinking, and we can actually take this shape or the same concept and repeat it. And that, I believe, this is more how people would end up using the um, the ability to use circles, because it's not about making circles. Circles have very limited use. What this is right now is just about um, building better. So this is where we're at right now. And of course, as we bring this in, so everything that I learned, this was great. This is an absolute great thing. I think that everyone should do this, especially if you're going to be doing any kind of tubes. Is work with your circle, and then, like, see if you can make it bigger, expand it, and see what limitations are, and then make it smaller and see how much more you can work with this. Because I learned so much from building this little bit, including the fact that we can take these single pieces, and these are from the. You can actually use these as well if you wanted, depending on what color you're working with. But you can take the single pieces and fill in some of those gaps in there so that as it's not ugly. But the other thing is that you can now work on actually filling the shell on the inside, because it's really making a kind of a shell here, and then the inside is going to be a completely different situation, where instead of even seeing the outside walls, you could perhaps be placing down your straight walls, because straight walls are going to have to happen at some point. But place down your straight walls, and maybe even your ceilings. Just all depends on the end goal that you're going for. So this whole thing has been quite fascinating. In fact, you know what? This even expands. Yep, it gives you the ability to expand your walls. So there's a lot that you could do. It doesn't have to be, beholden to that thing. Plus, you're gonna give yourself a little bit of travel space there. If this is not sparking any ideas in your head, well, I'm sure at some point something will. But my whole point is that we could have a box inside of a circle, And no one would ever be the wiser. The inside does not have to completely match the outside. So, you never even see that curve. Gives you a lot more cre- creative space to work with. So just think on that and then see where this can actually fit your design. Because if you never have to see that curve, imagine how much further you can go with this. So I'm going to continue with my build here. I'm not going to continue building this one because, oh, the other thing about this design that actually made me pretty much abandon this particular one was this bottom piece. I needed to be able to take this area and slice it so that it's an angled piece that comes up. And we can't do that from here. I'm actually having difficulty with it on the other one, but this would require, there's no flat area here. And if we follow the entire design and the curve, it doesn't work. So I had to come up with a way to counteract that. And this is where we are. And yes, this shuttle does fit here as well. How'd you like my flying? All right. So, any questions, or shall we continue? Oh, holy crap! Yes, this new one. Okay, I'm not seeing the chat. My chat was pulled back really far. So yes, it is completely symmetrical because I started from here and started from there and just met in the middle there. Chris Garnage, good to see you. Hey, Mr. Biz, what's happening? My audio sounds strange. Okay. Convitsu, hey, what's up? Um, just join my Discord, dude. Let me see. Do you even have a Discord link here? If if someone can post the Discord link, I think Ann Kitty is maybe sick today. Bobby for a creature. Body for a creature. Oh my god. Rooster. Oh my. I can see what Rooster is coming up with already. I can imagine it. Okay. So my big challenge right now. Well, it's not my big challenge, but this is a challenge that I'm probably going to be coming back to because I need to keep building. But I'm just trying to determine what the how this is going to work, pulling these two pieces together, the slant and the rest of the ship. So I already have it outlined how this is going to work here. So now I need to figure out the bottom of the ship here and then the rest of the body. So the body is going to be fairly straightforward. I'm going to just continue building this up. But you can see some of the structure that I had to take here because I only built half a circle to the beginning. Now that I got to the bottom, I had to continue building out the structure. So this is some of the framework that was in line. And, I actually think I kind of like some of this, like the ribs of this that's required to keep it, to take it outward. I may actually keep those. Oh, all right. Well, thanks, Chris Carnage. If you post it in on YouTube, I should be able to copy it and repost it. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of search, a little bit of work myself. Make me work. Where is my keyboard? Discord. Cause you had a bad day. Copy. Invite people. Copy the link. And there you go. There. So we have a link. Okay. So like I was saying, we're going to be continuing building this out. And we got a fair amount to go. I mean, I got to go and reference the original build as well, because I did a couple things over there, and that this is almost an exact copy of the original. Here, let's just take a quick look at this, and then I'm going to go show you what the original looks like, and you can see the improvements immediately. It was a lot more squat. All right, here we go. So there's version 2, and this is version 1. Did I post it? I posted it. There you go. There's the link. Anyway, here's version 1, and you're gonna be able to see the difference in 1 second. Finally, I was able to beat someone, Rooster. So this was made by the old method, the old reliable. Oh, okay. So on the back of here, I actually placed the what's it called? Lockheed's Lighthouse on top of a couple of pieces and made it wider and built off of that. So it was a lot more squat, but you can see the difference right now, right? Difference is huge. This is when it's squat. Now this actually goes up into twos, where I think I have it a lot sleeker right now. But there you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the rest of this. So now we're actually going to have to extend the rest of the body from the 8. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Okay, this is gonna be fun. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I believe this is where we are at in the ship right now. So let's take a look. This is our shuttle bay. Arms for the nacelles. Yeah, we had a good time over here. Okay, so we are refreshed. We know what we're building. Screenshot. And let's go back. I'm using the Russell skin from the Gorillas pack, because Russell, not his muscle, but percussion he provides. If you're not a fan of Gorillas, you really should give him a listen. Gorillas is an awesome band. Hey Legion, what's up? Legion's in the house. Whose house? His house. Oh, hold on. Cereal? Use shoelaces. Use shoelaces. Oh yeah, I can order them. All right. I kind of forgot what we were going for there. All right, but here we go. Let's begin. First with the walls. Nope. Take off that. Go to Supernova Academy. Supernova. Oh, did you guys see where they announced that they were going to fix the display bug with the display bug with the inventory, so that we can actually resize it now. It was not intentional. Definitely one of those bugs that just slipped right through. All right. So here we are. This is the point. Now this one of these was actually off by a bit. Was it you? No, one of them was off. I think it was this one. Oh. I think it was this one. Yeah. This one right here. Yep. So this entire thing is completely out of whack. So I'm going to have to redo this last bit. I don't know how that one got out of whack, but it did. I may have to destroy more just to get to that point. But we'll see. 6. Oh, this is an 8 actually. All right. And I think we got to destroy this as well. Not a problem. At least we have the other pieces there to help us get back to where we need to be. Now, roof pieces. This is now my most favorite piece ever. Oh, wait, hold on. We have the angle. What am I doing? Okay. Need to think this through properly and find where this is supposed to be. So, machine block. Machine block, right? About. Is that it? Is that a connecting point? Right here. This is the moment I needed the most. Oh, hold on. Yeah, okay, that should be it. It should be good. Sorry, sometimes you gotta remember what side you're gonna be building on. Yeah. Get into it. I couldn't sleep last night, you see. So I was actually up working on this. So where we have 2 ships. Because I really didn't like the lack of symmetry, and it was bothering the hell out of me. So we're doing spaceships. We need symmetry. It has to work. So it's definitely something I couldn't just half-ass. Why are you off? It's off by half a stud again. I don't get it. You are in the right place. What the hell, man? All right, let me see this. So you know, why don't I just do this and fix it like this? There, that fixes it. It's a bit of a cheat, yes. But you know what? What the hell is going on around here? Why is everything so wonky all of a sudden? You son of a. Is it just me? Okay, this cannot be the product of me. Oh. Okay, 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 okay. Maybe I'm just losing my mind. That one looks off. Oh boy. Oh, good one, Legion. Taking advantage of my daughter's stumbling, huh? Okay, so something went off here. Very observant. Blue Kitty, very observant. We are half a stud off on alternating pieces. So this is gonna kind of mess up my flow moving forward. Now, I think what we're gonna have to do here is just find where this begins. I think it begins on the lower pieces where this flips around. Well, I guess I should have called it making circles work with your builds, but that's such a really bad title. It's about finding symmetry with your build and actually adding a circular piece onto it. The basic premise being that you have your circle up in the sky and then you can build up to it. Well, you know, whatever you have. Your platforms. And you know, just do this as a quick illustration. First order. I might as well. While I think about how to deal with this situation here. See, we got it. We got your base here. And now you got to figure out what kind of arch you want. If you have an arch that's too short, it's going to um, kind of work against you a little bit here, but it may just create a flattened roof. It's something you're gonna have to work with. Just depends on the look you want. But for something like this, you would, you know, make sure it's aligned. Always make sure it's aligned. You want to get an 8 piece in here. Go ahead, get yourself an 8 piece. You know you have your vaulted arches. So you do the 1, and then you do the 2, and you got to make sure to do them both at the same time. Well, not technically at the same time, but it will be good to have them matching. So it is a good idea to at least start off on the right foot and make sure that you're building appropriately. So get your front piece. So now you have your starting point. And your first arch, you need to go inward. So you have to make sure that whatever you place here is going to be facing inward. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this one should work for an 8. Yeah, okay, 5. This one you may have to kind of finagle a little bit to try to get the match. But once you have this started, it's just going to meet in the middle somewhere there, and you can figure the rest out. 1, 2, then vertical placement. And one more. Oh boy. See, this is where you're going to have to really figure out how everything's going to place, because that is not perfect. That right there is far from perfect. You want that to be at least right in the bottom piece. So your spacing on this is now going to change. I think this is, did we go 5? I don't think we did. Huh. That is 5. So we can try that again. You just gotta find the right spot. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try 4 instead. You might have to go 6, but according to, if you go backward or forward, it's going to change how everything goes on. But this is the part where you have to figure it out, because I could go and write all the instructions for you and you can follow them to a T, but sometimes they just aren't going to match up, and you have to be able to adapt. All right, that is bringing it back to the same place. And even backwards and forward, it only works, yep. So we need to go one more. So we're going to go 6 instead. Going backwards didn't work. One, two, three, oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember to place it on the edge. It's always helpful to the edge. All right, then you gotta take 2 and bring it on down. Bring it on down to Candy Town. This may work. That one did not work. So that was 6. Let's try 7. And believe me, this is this is what I do all the time. I repeat until I can find the perfect position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then I go write it down and make sure that I can repeat it. Try not to forget it. results. I am not perfect, but I do want to share with you guys stuff like this. 7. Why are you being difficult today? Seriously. It's going back to the same spot. Anyway, this is the this is the starting method. I have shit to build, so I just wanted to illustrate, you know, how you can join it on here. And this is how you begin everything. You just got to find that sweet spot, move this up and down until you can find the right spot, and then build off of there. So yeah, patience and adaptability. Exactly. Okay. 908. So we have a bit of a conundrum here, but this is something that I believe can be fixed with um, a little bit of patience. Where? Okay, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? So the first one is here. It's too high. I think this has the bones. Yep, that has the bones. Perfect. No! That was my entire bone structure. All right. I guess you get to see it, get to see this in real time. Got to make sure to have those pieces all locked down. You, come on. Be good. Be good. Thank you. Get here. I'm currently devastated, as you can tell. I'll be crying tears. Real tears, even. Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo-hoo. Boo-hoo-hoo. Whatever shall I do? All right, let's flip this around. So we need to be working from the outside in. No time for tears. Everything we're going to be doing is going to be working on the outside. I think we need to be on one more in. Let's make sure over here it's always on the inside. So this needs to be on the inside, not the edge. Ah. See, this would have been a little bit disastrous. We need to be on the outside, period. So I started off wrong. And now we're going to fix it. All right, here we go. Then 1, 1, 2. We've changed our entire plane right now. So this now needs to come in here. Then flip it round and reverse it. There. So get rid of that. We can now begin right here. Right here. There, that's going to be on the inside, and that's now set. It's got this framework to keep it up, so we are okay here. Then we can bring this right here. This is this. Oh, actually, we're going to be going down. So let's get our bones set up. Our structure. Okay, so our angle is going to be down. Um, hey, the Martinist. Good to see you. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that should give us what we need. Yeah, okay. Sorry, gotta check and double check. All right, set that down, and then 1, 1, 2. Bring it down and work it down. Now make sure that this is set. It's good. It's good. We have 1. So we're going to move that into place now. Right there. Get rid of this. Then this. Set the bone. So we can continue. Blah blah blah. So we can continue. So that we can continue. Good gosh, that was hard to say. I've got mush mouth today. One, two. We're working on adding circles to structures, the Martinist. I'm sure you have wanted a couple of vaulted archways every now and then. Ooh, excuse me, sorry. So this is like one way to build a vaulted arch. You can add it on pretty much willy-nilly as you go. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is an 8, so this count works for 8s. And it always brings it back to the right place. So there we go. And 1, 2, and 2, and all right. So see, this is now off by 1. I was blocking it. I couldn't see what was going on. We just do the vertical placement. Bring it down 1. Now it's exactly where we need it to be. See, so we have our arch. Tell me these are 8s. Okay, good. I was a little worried there. Just for 1 second. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, G Lego builds. What's going on? Just working hard at the rebuild of the Starship Enterprise, but with some arches, actual circle pieces thrown into the build. All right, so this is so far off, but that's okay. So we can work with this. We can bring it down, and then use our vertical alignment to push it into position that we need. See, there we go. All works out. Got one more before. What? Hold on. Our alignment is off. Why is our alignment? Oh no. Oh no. You know what I did wrong? This was my start position. I didn't lose the side piece. So this should have been my first arch. And I can't take that and bring it up. I literally have to start over. So this is a straight piece that needs to go on in here. Damn it. That's annoying. It's really very, very annoying. I was wondering why the arch was looking a little bit low, but I was hoping it would bring it up, but yeah, there we go. Hey, Flunky Duck. Is that better? All right, so thankfully, it's repeatable and it's quickly repeatable. So let me just make sure this is all set up. I have my straight area all done, right? Ah, yes. You, bye-bye. So this is the straight area right here. And then this is the bone for that. Okay. So we have this. Means that I can now go ahead and put this down and start the whole thing again. One, two, three, four, 5. You know, if I got upset every time something went wrong, I'd never get anything done. I'd be a crying mess in a corner. In fact, I am a crying mess in a corner. You just don't see me. X and bring it down. Bring it on down to Funky Town. All right, we got perfection. Perfection on one go. Going to keep a double. I think we're going to, You know, we're gonna keep it double. We'll take the bones. Them bones. Oh. I believe them bones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On me. Some say we're born into the grave. I feel so alone. Gonna end up big old pile of them bones. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's bring it over and then bring it in. Ah! Oh, it's not too bad. This actually is pretty bad. All right, let's bring this in one more. Bring that here. How far down did this have to go? That's the question. How many? Okay, so for the sake of science, I need to know how far down. Is that 3? 1, 2, 3. Oh, perfect. Wicked. We have data. 3. Like I said, at least this is repeatable pretty fast. Two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go. One, two, three. All right. Let's hope this one works. Let's see. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's how much it was yesterday. 11. 11 still counts. Does it? No, it's 10. All right. Bring it out. Bring it on down to Funky Town. And then we do it again. And again. And again. Until we're done. Oh, that's in the way. Make sure nothing is there. Okay. So it should be touching nothing. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, remember to hit that like. Remember, you can use this for vaulted ceilings, sewer tunnels, pretty much anything you want. Like if there's something bigger or even smaller than the basic archways that they give us. In fact, I know some of you guys don't have all of the kits, so you can use this for something like 1, 2, 3, the building your Lockheed's Lighthouse without having Lockheed's Lighthouse available because you don't have it. So you can build your bootleg Lockheed's Lighthouse. You know what? I'm actually tempted to do tomorrow's build as bootleg Lockheed's Lighthouse. I should do it. Come on, Epic, put it back into the shop, or I will make a bootleg Lockheed's Lighthouse. We can totally do it. Who's up for a bootleg Lockheed's Lighthouse with a revolving light? Of course, we would have to find a different light because than Lockheed's light, because that was very specific to that kit. So we've got a nice variety of different lights in some of the battle kits, battle passes. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think that's another good use for the circles. Actually building did you, the modernist, I thought you built a lighthouse, like a custom lighthouse. I know there were a bunch of them going around for a little bit. And I built my own lighthouse. So I kind of figured you would definitely have been in there in the lighthouse gang. Did Haskins build one? Haskins, did you build oh, but I do have a lighthouse, but it's not as round. It's got more of the more traditional um more traditional circle method. So, but hey, Mr. Black, do we need a lighthouse over in Springfield? Or at least on the way to there or something? Because I would like to build it there. See, I knew you did. I knew you did one, Mr. Black. What do you think? Oh, I built mine before that lighthouse kit came out too. That's actually one of the reasons why I went and bought the lighthouse kit in the first place, to see how it matched up against the one that I had built. I was hoping to use some more of the pieces, but they kind of limit how we can use some of the pieces, so it was a little disappointing in some areas. All right, we're gonna put these bones back. There we go. We got our structure. Of course, these bones are slightly off than the others, but this is a different positioning. There we go. The structure is all there for a very good reason. And, I got to remind myself not to delete anything to do with the bones. This is an internal structure that can keep pretty much areas of the ship together. So, word to the wise, don't delete. Don't delete anything. And this should also be your central point. So let me see. Can we get a piece in here to match it up? Yep, see, this is right in the center. So perfect symmetry all the time. If I can get a floor piece in here that is, let me see, first order? Oh, whatever. That'll work. See, it's not going to work there. Oh, there we go. The bones are joined, so no more awkward falling off of places. Perfect. Okay, we can continue. Yes, we're gonna go back to Mr. Black Springfield build. Oh, where am I? Oh, okay. Back to Mr. Black's Springfield build, and we are going to build our lighthouse there, our knockoff Lock's lighthouse. I'm calling it right now. It doesn't matter if the Enterprise is still ongoing or not. It will be, but we're gonna take a break from this for tomorrow's stream, and we're gonna build the knockoff Lockheed's lighthouse. If my stream is not called that tomorrow, somebody slap me. All right, let's go. All right. All right. So now the next part comes with actually turning the pieces. So this is usually pretty straightforward. You're using your this is where you are. So we have to align to this every time. So this serves as a the bones serve as a good placement for exactly where we're going to put this brick. Now, I believe we're going to be. Oh, crap. Did I do something wrong? Which direction are we facing? We are facing this way. So this should work out. Posture is terrible today. Got a little bit of back pain. From the side effects of getting old, you see. I'm not a vampire. I might not even be one. That's funny. All right. Let's see. So next we go back to our walls in place, and I think I was a little careless last time. This is why we were a little bit out of sync. So we are going to make sure that we are aligned to the bottom of this. Two ways to do that. To do that would be to go from the back, or just go from the front. Make sure you're on the black, but you got to make sure. All right, so we are good on the black there. Next one, got to make sure that we are on the black. Because if it clings onto the side, there, that's green. Remember, if it touches the side, it will go green. But if you take it away from the side first, then it has nothing to go green with. There we go. Now we have everything in place. And we can just knock these guys off. And we have our bottom circles. Now, since this actually spans two pieces, I'm not going to fill in those blanks. I'm going to use these guys as guidelines and do the other wall first. I'd like to thank everyone for joining me this morning. I am the Mad Puck 66. I stream every day from 8 a.m. to 10:30 when I usually have to run off to work. Uh, that's going to be my schedule this morning. We have festival season coming up, and there's a fair amount going on, so I will be running off. Um, no late streams this month. There's like so much editing and promotion to do. It's not funny. We've got parties. We have got the um, International Film Festival coming up, so I'm going to be very, very busy. So when I say I got to run off to work, I mean I got to run off to work. So I'll just like thank you guys for joining. I usually stream live builds in Lego Fortnite, usually fantasy and sci-fi. That's my jam. I do fantasy and sci-fi. I have a particular love for Star Wars and Star Trek. As you can see, I'm going to take the bones and I'm going to bring them down a little bit more. What? Why aren't you doing it? Did I mess up? That should be fine. That should be fine. What's your damage, buddy boy? Why? Okay, that's slightly... Huh. Interesting. You guys see this, right? I wonder if it's... Huh. It's fine over here. Maybe it's an edge thing. Yeah, it's the edge. Doesn't like the edges very much. So that is interesting. Watch those edges. When the edges are coming together like that, they tend to cause a couple of issues with the alignment. So sometimes some things will just not attach. This one had no edges joining, so it was easy for this to lock on quite easily. So keep that in mind as we enter this new frontier with circles. There. It really does look like a spaceship under construction. Miss Click? Did you ban somebody? Okay, bye the modernist. See you later. Hey Delia! Potato, what's happening? Yes, long live Shatner. Dave Scare's here. What's up? Okay, bye the modernist. Anybody else I need to say hi to? Hey, Dwayne Lance. Good to see you. Remember, tomorrow we're doing the the knockoff Lockheed's Lighthouse. I'm literally calling it that. See if I don't. Gonna poke the bear. Poke the Lego Fortnite bear. Now, because I've gone ahead and placed the bones, I can go ahead and knock these walls off with impunity. And it's one of the good things about actually having structure in the place. Structure that you can knock off later if you need to. Or you can, since we are dealing with a complexity area here, I'm trying to hit complexity. I'm just gonna leave it. So I'm going to be using smaller pieces. I'm not going to be being as careful as I usually am with the number of pieces I'm using. I'm just going to be trying to hit that complexity so that, well, I don't want to hit complexity, but hitting complexity at least shows me where we are with the build. So there's some positives here. Get that off. There. So this is a 2. Oh. What? Salty seaport roofs are missing? Let's see. Salty, salty, salty. Nope. Salty seaport still here. All the roof pieces are there, aren't they? He got kaboomed. Oh, okay. I think we're good here. So we're supposed to go up 2 on this. So this next area over here, I'm going to knock these guys out because we are supposed to be going full out. So all I need for this next section is 1 beam. That's it, 1 beam. Morning. All right, we got beam 1, beam 2, beam 3, 4, and we got 5 here. Hi. We are on camera, by the way. Okay. Yes, I have a wife. She's real.
For now.
Hey. All right, there we go. So this takes us to the next section. And it's just all structure, man. It's all structure just coming together. It's beautiful, isn't it? I've actually taken some of these beams. Oh, careful. And I've popped them over to cover some spaces. So the beams actually do come in pretty useful. Once it's oh, you ejected a disc. All right, so this next section is I think this is the 3. I gotta check my screenshot. But 1, 2, and then take it over. There. So what we're doing is we're going to be increasing the space for the next section. And this gives us the ability to do that. So 1, 2, bring it up, and it does create a much wider space here. So in this case, you may be actually wondering if this is space enough to bring in a 6 piece. So, you know, that question should be answered. So maybe a 5. So let's investigate, shall we? We got 4. Do we have space for 5? No, we don't. But if we brought it down 1, could it have space for 5? This is intermittent. So align and then bring it down 1. And there's your 5. And next one. Nope, not gonna work. It's too early for that. So no shenanigans. It's straight. So good to know. On the next one, however, I think we should be able to do that. So just stepping. Seriously, I don't need that. Go away, Edge. Are we still connected? Because I'm getting notifications right now. Got lots of circles going on here. There we go. And I'm actually looking forward to doing the lighthouse. It's been a while since I've done a lighthouse. I think the first one I did was Ginger J had done um, a revolving fire, and that's what I've used as my light that time. So he's shown us how to do um, a windmill. So of course I went out and I had to build a lighthouse. So I used the technique that Ginger J showed us. Ginger J was like a great builder. He's one of the top builders at the time. He eventually moved on because he's working on his own games and stuff. So he's no longer building Lego Fortnite. But if he could build with some of the stuff we have today, I know some of the, that he would be building some really incredible stuff. But definitely one of the pioneers. And anyway, huge big up to Ginger J. Big influence on my streaming journey as well. So when I say big ups, I mean big ups. Respect due to the man. So yeah. Anyway, where was I? Right, I was reminiscing about the lighthouse. Ah, so, foot is
Okay. So, Aaron and I are freaked out.
hey OP Openstein, what's happening, my friend? Good to see you, man. You missed the earlier bit about adding the circles, and I actually had to do a literal demonstration because I went and then immediately broke a piece. So we got a full demonstration on exactly how to add like the vaulted arch. So I hope everyone found that useful. W in the chat if you did, please let me know. I'm just going for those W's, all right? I'm transparent about it. Give me the W's. G Lego Bills. Yep. secret code. Uh-oh. Yes, the secret code. What's the secret code? I understand if you can't tell me since it's a secret and all that, but you know. I think Aunt Kitty has her own secret code going on. What the flip? You. Come on, behave yourself. Ah. All right, fine. Be that way. We're almost there. Almost there. Are we there? Come on. Seriously, dude? Ah, fine. This is not doing any wonders for my posture. 1, 2. 1, 2. There. I think we have one more. Yes. Finally. The last one. Okay. And we were back here. Okay, let's take a look. Everything here is as it should be. Everything is straight and perfectly aligned. On this side, everything is aligned as well. We're good here. It's really only that one area that have been affected. So we only have one piece that's slightly out of alignment. Everything else we can continue forward. So means we can expand this section now and then move on to the next section. And to tell you the truth, the beams that I'm putting in here, these are actually going to really help with the internal look of engineering. Because if you check out Strange New Worlds, the engineering section is so much more interesting. It's in the guts of the ship, and you got you have beams and lights and stuff going on, and it actually looks really industrial rather than just a clean engineering section. So by us having all of these beams in here, it really helps with the look of it. So we're gonna have a very interesting section, especially if we can get some of the festival beams in place as well. And one of the best things is that I can actually replace some of these beams like this and hide some of that gap from outside, so I don't have to worry too much about it. Remember, I'm not too worried about complexity on this one. I want to hit complexity so that I know exactly where it is. And this is supposed to be a journey into complexity to, see how we can work with it. So complexity is not a bad thing this time around. I mean, we are kind of pushing the boundaries. I'm on one of the middle lines again. This entire thing's built. Oh, I've done a bad thing. Okay, so I started the build in the center, but I forgot to put the complicated part of the ship in the center. Oh, we have no more French. But no. Oh, So yeah, I may have complicated myself. Yeah, the you have to find complexity first, and once you find complexity, you have got to find the the box, the find the boundaries. What I've done is I've found the center. So let's trace these back. These are my grids. You can see them all. So this is where I started this particular build right here. So I centered most of my complexity right here, where it should be. Now, the way I found the complexity was by taking it from this area over here. So you see these every every four of these is 40 meters. So I've tried to map it out properly. One, two, three, four. Every four. That's 40 meters. So there's 16 of them in every area. Now my complexity that I knew for sure in this area starts right here. This was like the middle point of everything. Unfortunately, I had to start to build this ship um, slightly off, but I was between two complexity zones while I was building this, so I at least knew exactly where I could find that complexity zone. So the idea is to have your build, your entire ship, not entire ship, but the bulk of the ship to be right in the middle of this zone. It should give you more pieces that you can work with. And it actually did. I was able to go over, but I wasn't able to finish. So once you find that zone, you map the oh, with this one, I went ahead and I mapped the entire area of complexity. Everything outside is outside complexity zone, but the zone extends all the way over here. So this is the first enterprise. Some of you guys have already seen this, but this is what we're rebuilding and rebuilding a little more smoothly. Now, one of the best things is that the circular bits, any angled building you're doing, it actually plays into complexity. So if you're using the circles and doing everything else, I'm actually pushing the limit of complexity, and lo- maybe I'm losing pieces. Who knows? We'll see. But it did simplify a lot of what I have going on. Where I can actually have more ship. So this is where we are right now. We're building up the bulk of it. Can we please take the dog out, Evan? All right. Anyway, it was 10:01. I have to run off to work. So that was a good way to end. I'm the Mad Puck 66. I stream every day from 8:30 a.m. till 10 a.m. when I have to run off to work, which is right now. Building Star Wars, Star Trek, Lord of the Rings, fantasy, sci-fi. If it's fantasy, sci-fi, I'm building it live in Lego Fortnite. Come back tomorrow when we're going to be doing the Lockheed's Lighthouse, and you'll get to see how much further the Enterprise has gone, and if we've hit complexity. Oh, have a magical day? Are you swearing at me? I thought have magical day was supposed to be for the troublesome people. Have a Disney day. Anyway, yeah, that's it. And I will see you guys tomorrow. If you're new here, please leave a like, subscribe, do all the internet things. If you are a returning viewer, thank you for coming and hanging out. Thank you once again to Ann Kitty for being a great moderator. Rooster, great to have you here. Thank you for moderating where you can. And Dirty Draws, G Lego Bills, Delia, everybody else, Booty, Boo Kitty, um, Wounded Paws, Haskins, OP, thank you for popping by. Dave Scare, all the rest of you guys can't see you all because I am late for work now and I gotta go. Bye.